The object I decided to speak about is acrylic paint. I didn't really discover acrylic till I was a teenager, and before that I used quite traditional materials, oil paints and stuff like that. But when I was about 16 or 17, I went to art college and they had a trolley load of acrylic paint, and me and my friend Dan actually ransacked the whole supply for a whole year and tipped it all on a canvas, so we got in a lot of trouble, but I think since then I kind of fell in love with it. I wouldn't say what we made was really a piece, it was a mess really, and I think it had a picture of one of the lecturers in the middle and it was just taking a mick out of him really. The great thing about acrylic paint is it dries really quickly, so 20 minutes later I can go straight over the top of it, which is really fantastic, and the colour is so kind of opaque and so solid, and you know, I'm just so impatient, so I just want to get back onto it. I mean, an oil painting takes weeks till you can put another layer down. I use the acrylic paint for everything. You know, for the last 20 years I've used it every day of my life. So I can't really think of one particular work that kind of stands out. I just, you know, I can't picture life without acrylic paint. Like, yeah. Well, paint helps people express themselves. That's true, and that's something we all need to do, I think, to feel normal and get through our lives and express ourselves. And paint's a very direct way of doing that. It's a very immediate way of doing that. And you know, oil paint has quite a learning curve to it, a level of patience. You need to now to thin it and how it works. Acrylic paint does what you expect it to do the second you get it. There's very little learning curve with it. So it's a fantastic way for people to express themselves. They can literally grab a tube of the stuff and they're off. The creative therapy groups that we funded vary really, from filmmaking to dance, arts festivals, choirs, but several of them do paint and they do make art, and the therapeutic potential of that is massive because it's a way of really describing what you're going through without having to use words. And sometimes pictures tell an awful lot about somebody, and in a therapeutic environment with a good therapist they can really gain an understanding of what's going on, and the person who's participating in the therapy gains a lot of understanding as well because they can take a step back and reflect on what they've expressed. So painting's really powerful for that.